I was with a professor friend, and he was telling me about that most likely 60% of jobs will vanish, will disappear. And I asked him why. He said because the inception of artificial intelligence will change the way we apply for jobs, the way we earn money, and of course, the way we do budgeting. And the last one, my wife wasn't happy with the last one. He says it will also affect the way we shop. So, and I'm also aware that the tsunami is already going on, regardless of the sectors that you operate on. I must tell you, please fasten your seatbelt, because as we go into the era, right now we are on generative AI. We are heading to super AI. And I asked him, I said, what exactly is the definition of AI? He said it's the extension of woman brain. So what that means is the extension of my brain, your brain, his brain, together put in a machine. Can you imagine the speed of that machine? Sounds scary, right? I'm sure you know that regardless of any problem we have in life, there are two approaches to solve it. Temporary solutions, permanent solutions. Temporary solutions are, as a youth, we all want to tend towards temporary solutions. You know, and believe me, people tend to do a lot to have the temporary solutions. But I can guarantee you tonight that this is solution night. Solution night, take a moment to think about what exactly is solution night. For me, it's a stop. A stop of financial barrenness, a stop on your sickness, a stop on looking for a job, a stop on anything at all that you don't feel comfortable with. I want to appreciate the leadership of the church. Please put your hands together to the leadership of the church. Thank you so much. I was given a topic, secure and excel at your career. And I looked at myself, I said, it is when you have a job, you know, it is when you have a job that you can secure a job. It is when you secure a job, you work in, that's when you can excel at a job. So imagine that you don't have a job, what do you want to secure? So tonight, it's going to come in series. I have 15 minutes, but I'm going to probably run this in series. Getting a job, securing a job, and of course, excelling in that job. Getting a job, securing a job, excelling in that job. Tonight, I will be heading straight to getting a job. And to the glory of God, for the record, a total of 6,479 job seekers got a job through my platform. And no. Please don't clap. If you clap, I'll feel, don't clap. It's to the glory of God. But this is the bottom line. I need us to pay attention. For 15 minutes, quality time, please pay attention. I run on case studies. That means I have 6,479 case studies. And I'm going to share one case study with us tonight. If you've ever dreamed of a job, please think about it right now. The job you're doing, your dream job, or the job you want to apply for. I need you to connect right away with it, because we're heading somewhere in 8 minutes. I got a sister, she sent a mail to me. She said, Beams, please, can you help me get a job quickly? And I asked her a simple question. I said, what kind of job are you looking for? He said, no, just give me any job. I said, any job is not a job. Any job can never be a job, because for every job that we do as a job seeker, there must be a purpose. surgeons, there is a purpose. For an accountant, there is a purpose. For an administrator, there is a purpose. Please forgive me, Pastor. For being a pastor, there is a purpose. So for every job that we dream of, there must be a purpose for applying for those jobs. 99%, permit me, probably 90% of jobs that we do in this country, people will say, I have to pay bills. So that means most job we do as an employee or a job seeker is to raise money and get a paycheck. Identifying a job. I'm going to run, and I need you to run with me like faster than Usain Bolt tonight. How do I identify my target jobs? Number one, self-assessment. Self-assessment, you definitely must have skills. List all your job skills and purpose. You must have interest as well to identify our dream job. Number two is experience and qualifications. And we must have which of your past roles you may enjoy the most, which roles align best with your skills. Education. What did you study? How your academic background guide your job search. This lady, she was a branch manager in one of the commercial banks in Lagos, and she came into the country 3 years ago. And because she wanted a paycheck, she had to drop that dream and look for, forgive me if you're a CNA, and look for a CNA job. So I asked her, I said, as a branch manager that we've invested over 18 years, 19 years, 20 years of your career, your life into a career, because you changed location, does it necessarily mean that you have to change your career? She said, Bimbo, I just need the money. I said, okay, 19 years of a career in banking, you came as a CNA right now. How do you align 19 years with CNA? So, brethren, we definitely need to have the educational background, whatever we definitely have studied in life. It's not a shortcut. We must align our years of experience, regardless of where we find ourselves. If we find ourselves in the U.S., and we have a career line of 15 years, 10 years, 7 years, believe me, if there is a way you definitely need to get a job, you must look for that strategy to get a job. We're moving forward. Long-term vision. We must have a long-term vision. Think about where you want to be in 5 or 10 years. Does the target job align with your long-term careers and personal goals? And of course, feedbacks. This is very important if you need to identify your dream, your target job. You must have someone like a counselor that you have an idea, it's experience that you can go to and say, you've been in the banking sector or you've been in the medical sector for 15 years. This is what I want to do. Can you help me, take me through on this journey in my career? Every job seeker needs a counselor. Every job seeker needs a counselor. Chase the employer. I used to have an uncle back in Lagos. Every time my mom takes me to that uncle, I always see him lying down in the shop. And I asked him, I said, Uncle, you don't work? He said, I work, but I've been looking for a job for probably 6 years. I've no job. And I kept on asking him that, what are the chances of getting a job as an architect? He said the chances are so slim because there are no jobs out there. Every time we go there, it's always sleeping. It's always sleeping. And believe me, gone are the days where we put our resume together and we probably walk like 2 kilometers or 4 miles to a post office and send our resume. Gone are the days. Gone are the days where we call an uncle, we call a sister, that please can you help me talk to your friends to get those jobs. From the inception of technology, the ability to have a job is closer to us. Chase the employer. We must learn how to chase the employer. One, we must do a research about the job we want. For example, if you want to work in the banking sector, you must be able to do a research in the banking sector, get the list of all the top-notch bankers and banking sectors. 2, you must be able to create a database. Create a database of the industry you are looking at. For example, if it's the banking sector you want, create a database of West Fargo, a database of Santander Bank, a database of Fortune Bank, a database of Bank of America. Put those databases together, emails, telephone numbers of people that you know that can definitely respond back to you. You must create a campaign. And I'm going to share more of that when I come to the case study. Release your campaign, and of course, you must be able to wait after you put that together. Why waiting? You must ask few questions. 1, you must be able to provide a questions because you will be called for an interview. You must be able to have an elevator pitch, and of course, you must be able to have soft skills, negotiation skills, and portfolio of your resume. And this is where I'm going to share my case study, and I need you to pay attention to this case study quickly. I'm running out of time. This case study will definitely give you an idea if you are looking for a job. 6,000 job seekers that got a job. I'm going to share a case study with you quickly. In the heart of Lagos, a young lady called Victoria graduated from the University of Lagos, graduated with a 3rd class in linguistics. She definitely came out and she became depressed. She became depressed because she got no job for 2 years. She kept on looking for job, no job. She kept on asking for people, can you connect me with a job? Nobody wanted to help him out to get a job. Finally, she heard a radio show in Lagos, Top Radio, and he heard a young man talking about jobs that today we're going to hack unemployment. That whatever job you are looking for, please reach out to me if you are seeking for a job. So after the show, he called the customer care line, that's my office. He called the line and said, please, can I be on to Mr. Abimbola? And my assistant said, yes, definitely, you can't speak to him, but we can book an appointment. So she came in, 2 days after she came into my office and said, I've been looking for a job for 2 years, I can't find any. I said, listen, this is how we're going to hack it. And this is why I need you to pay attention. 1 of 6,000 ways to get a job. Please pay attention. I said, identify the industry you want to work. He said, I want to teach. I said, good. I said, can you identify the best 30 school you want to teach? He said, yes. Checklist. Can you create a database of those schools? Can you get me the emails, telephone numbers of the principals? He said, yes. I said, checklist. I said, can you create a campaign? And what is a campaign? He said, my name is Victoria Akoni. I am a graduate of linguistics from University of Lagos. I came up with top class. I have skills in teaching kids. I can teach Yoruba. I can teach French. And of course, I have love for kids. If you can give me the opportunity, I definitely can increase your capacity in terms of students. I can also increase your influx of parenting. So this is a message she prepared. We looked at it, and I said, okay, if you have this in place, come back tomorrow, we look at it, we send the message. She came back, and we click send. We actually send that text message to 30 schools via SMS and also via email. I told her, I said, sit down in the office. The first 3 schools that calls you, you can decide if you need to work with them. But before you receive the calls, you must go through this. 1, you must have an elevator pitch because they will talk to you. 2, you must have a question to ask. And of course, you definitely need to also tell them your negotiation skills. That means you must tell them the salary you are looking for. In 2 hours, 11 schools called. Believe me, brethren, and she got a job. She is working at British International School for 10 years. That is how we hack a job. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. God bless you. Put your hands together for Jesus.